Get it started. Spam and chat, say hi YouTube. Hey YouTube! Today we're looking at the worst tattoos on the subreddit r/tattoos. Saw this on a Facebook post in the comments. Bro, man, that art is just sad. I mean, the colors are completely wrong. The turtle is green, but why isn't there any different colors on the shell? The flower looks so bad. There's not really a good sense of shading, and it just kind of ends. This is like a problem I see with a lot of tattoos, is that they just kind of end. What they should have done was have this lotus flower be the bottom frame of the tattoo. And they have this little tiny random flower right here. If they really wanted that, they should have put it maybe somewhere over here. Move the turtle down. These waves up here aren't too bad in concept, but they really should have had more like a rounded tattoo. Probably use different colors for the turtle and the lotus. They're both very similar colors. A turtle shell definitely needed to be a different color as well. The whole art on the lotus flower just looks so bad. It's about all I gotta say. All right, next one. That's unfortunate. Someone says your new tattoo looks like a girl eating ass. That is indeed what it looks like. The numbers up top. Maybe this image is mirrored. I'm not really sure. She's supposed to be hugging somebody, right? But yeah, it looks like she's eating ass. Why don't they have an outline to show that she's hugging somebody? There's no head. Maybe this 1999 was already there before and like they were afraid it was gonna overlap and they didn't want that. I don't know, but she's really loving that. This girl needed a hug, but not in the way that she expected. At least the hands don't look that bad. I mean, this hand looks a little bit weird. This one looks fine, actually. How do you make your hand fold over like that? Like, that's her arm, and you're just like, what's she doing? That was pretty bad. Let's look at this one. That is rough. Now, I won't lie. This is far from the worst portrait I've ever seen, but what is that hair? It just looks terrifying. I thought it was a John Benet Ramsey tattoo. It could pass for that though. Don't just ask anyone to do a portrait tattoo. You go to a tattoo artist where that is their specialty. You do not just ask any tattoo artist, even if they're not a bad tattoo artist. They will refuse if they're a good tattoo artist. Temu Swift. Temu Swift, it was nice meeting you. Saw this on Instagram and it took me forever to see the horse. That's supposed to be a horse? I thought this was really shitty because there's no shading at all whatsoever. Okay, I see it, sort of. Those are the ears. For some reason, there's no top of the head, question mark. No eyes, not really any nose. What am I looking at? Flowers don't look too bad. It's confusing and This is one of those tattoos that I like to call, it looked better on paper. Dude, the ears aren't even symmetrical. What is this supposed to be? A dick? That's what I see. I'm being stressed out by this. Pulling his cock out. Oh, fuck. Why would you say that, dude? Okay, first tattoos. Oh, no. Dude, why is it so shiny? Maybe this is a picture of when she first got these tattoos. Are this supposed to be constellations? Dude, that looks so hideous. I'm sorry. This is tattoos I like to call, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. There's even another picture. That's her arm. I'm not sure why it's red like that. They draw a marker on her skin. I don't even like understand. What is this even supposed to be? Judging by the fact that this is the face of a cat, this whole tattoo is upside down. You never want your tattoos to be oriented to yourself. Tattoo artist in my area. No shading on this feather. That is so harsh. This person doesn't know what shading is. And it's supposed to be like one of those like little stickers that every high school girl has. I've seen it a million times. Very generic tattoo. That is so hard to look at. No shading. Just literally completely filled in black. See what other things this tattoo artist has done. Okay, that's actually not that bad. The only thing I can think of is that this is just very oddly shaped. This is for the most part shaded correctly. The only thing I have a real problem with is these lines in the leaves. They're not consistent. You see on this leaf, the other leaves are fine. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but hand tattoos are pretty difficult to do. For some reason, if you get a tattoo on your hand, it fades super quick. Okay, this is what I like to call the average tattoo I see every day. And man, this lady's brave for getting it on her foot. It hurts so bad. I can see it looking actually kind of nice when she's out at the pool. She's got flip-flops on. It's not terrible. It's just not a great looking tattoo, but it's not terrible. It's just average. Oh my what is that? Is that supposed to be Skuna? Why? Dude, the line work is so wobbly. I'm probably gonna catch some for this, but I don't like anime tattoos unless like it's really turned into a nice artistic piece. It's not great, but meh. It's not meh. It's awful. Guys, do not get anime tattoos in general. Mouth is correct. Who cares if it's correct? Dude, it looks bad. The lines suck. Yeah, look at the lines on the eyeballs. They're not even, they're so wobbly. This line work is shit. I don't know, a friend of a friend's. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? What is that eagle? The eagle is on acid? That is the saddest eagle I've ever seen. This was definitely a free-handed tattoo. If they made a stencil of this tattoo and this guy saw the stencil and saw the eagle look like that, there is no way, unless he was tripping balls or stupid as hell, that he would agree to get that tattoo. Dude, look at the flag. Those aren't even stars. They're just blobs. Feathers here look like shit. I mean, obviously the worst thing on here is the eagle. The longer you look at it, the worse it gets. It has a stripe here that is here, thinner here, and then boom, gone. I just feel bad for this person. I can't anymore. Not sure if it's just me, but I feel like this tattoo belongs here. Yeah, it belongs here. That just looks so ugly. Okay, so most interpretations that I see of the lion and the lamb tattoos, they're supposed to have an innocent lamb and then a very ferocious looking lion. This is literally the opposite. You have a very, very happy lion. Look, he's smiling. Look how happy he is. That is a happy lion. And then you have the most evil looking lamb. I'm joking at the side of this tattoo. And this cross, it's not even complete. There's no top or side to it. This tattoo is like wrong on all counts. This is clearly a call for help. You should have maybe had the cross in the middle so it's complete. Maybe the lion on one side and the lamb on the other. I don't know. The lion going, nice cock. At least the eyes look nice. Okay, let's get away from that smiling lion. Dude, okay. A rock lobster. This is probably the ugliest tattoo I've ever seen in my life. That looks so brutal. Look at how irritated their skin is. I more blame the customer for this tattoo. What were you thinking? Just getting a lobster on your arm all the way down to your hand. This probably took 8 hours. And it looks like they got it all done at once. This is the ugliest thing I've seen in my entire life. I want to call help. Okay, I don't want to look at this monstrosity any longer. Okay, so this user's tattoo was worse before. My mom actually went to this guy and gave her a free tattoo. Oh no. Was worse before? That looks 15 years old. If that's supposed to be a new tattoo, I will be shocked. Guys, there's no such thing as a free tattoo. And if they offer you a free tattoo, run far away. I really would not recommend getting a tattoo like this unless the person that you're going to see is a specialist in Asian art. This looks better on paper. Look at that arm, just kind of sticking out his body. What is even that supposed to be? I will say that the face on the dragon is not actually that bad. Well, I mean, up close it looks pretty bad, but again, one of those things better on paper. Guys, there is such a thing as too much detail in a tattoo. If you have a ton of detail in a tattoo and like 10, 15 years from now, all of that's going to blur together. I said this tattoo already looks old because there's so much detail just blurring together. You won't be able to tell that this is a dragon in 10 to 15 years. Don't go to someone just because they're local and affordable. Cover it with a sick panther. A panther would work because it's all black. It would cover this up. All right. I wish I said something sooner. I'm scared. What is this? Okay, that doesn't look inked in yet. That looks like the stencil. This was stenciled? That's crazy. This is on her back. This is in the category, the tattoo sin of surrealism, artistic tattoos that just end up looking like. This is good as a piece of art on a piece of paper, not as a tattoo. This arm looks so bad. This is probably just like an artist that's like really cheap. Question, what do you think is a good tattoo for beginners? There's so much that goes into it and I have a lot of opinions. You have to think about placement. Where do you want your tattoo? If you're scared of pain or you're scared of having a tattoo that's visible, either because of work or wherever. The one thing that I could say that's like a good placement for tattoos that is not visible is either your shoulder blade or back of your leg. The pain depends on person to person. It's about fat and muscles. Fat, muscles, and bone. It's so bad. It's making me choke. Say you can't draw hands without saying you can't draw hands. That's why you hide the hands, don't doodle them. Or get someone who knows how to draw motherfucking hands. I'm not sure what's going on with her other arm, but it also looks like a noodle arm. She has her shoulder here, and then spaghetti noodle. If you don't know, Sailor Girl tattoos are a staple in American traditionalism, going all the way back to Sailor Jerry. If you want to know a bit of tattoo history, Sailor Jerry is like the guy. Face looks like Madonna, maybe. I don't know. But I'm shocked this person's getting a Sailor Girl and it's of this realistic portrait. Again, you go to someone who knows how to do portraits, like that is their thing. It does look like Madonna from that one music video. It might be Madonna. The hair is not that bad. The nose is frightening. The mouth is off center. The whole face looks off center to me. She has a gigantic head, tiny hat, noodle spaghetti arms, 4 fingers, no thumb. So many things wrong with this. Her boobs are the nicest part, at least. Really harsh shading on the cleavage. I think the boobs are a bit too far apart. Just laser this monster. Yes. The arm looks like it could be ripped off and used as a boomerang. You see like this just diagonal line? That's what's making the neck look weird. Okay, nailed it. Wanted? God. This is a bad artist. I will say that I think getting a galaxy tattoo like this is in poor choice, only because it's not really going to look good after it fades. You see the white dots that are supposed to be the stars? Yeah, those are gonna be gone. This whole tattoo is gonna blur into itself. Dude, look, why does it look so scabby? 100% they paid $10 for this tattoo. This tail makes no sense. Look at the line work on the top of the back. You can't even tell that that's supposed to be an ear. They have a unicorn horn. They don't have an ear. Bottom one is reminding me of something else. Yeah, nightmares. It's a good concept in terms of like, oh, Galaxy Cat. That's really cool. But dude, it looks like this one is completely scabbed. I would honestly be shocked to learn if this was a real tattoo and not just photoshopped. I'm dead serious. I see photoshopped things trying to pass for as tattoos on Google all the time. This could be a temporary tattoo. It looks a little bit fake, but this person, obviously not a temporary tattoo. Easy cover up though. I will say that's an easy cover up. Oh gosh. Seen on TikTok and can't believe how there were no comments about how bad this looks. I guess I wouldn't really go on people's TikToks and say, hey, your tattoo looks like shit. This is those tattoos where I'm like, it looks bad because there's no shading. Why is there no shading? It's just line work. Oh gosh, she has it on both sides. This would look way better with some shading. It looks yellow, but I think that's due to bruising. Look at this first picture. There is no coloring. Tattoos bruise really bad. Not a bad concept on her part. She has other tattoos as well. She has one on her hand here. Hopefully it's just one step and they're going back. I hope so. Here's how tattoo artists normally do things. If they want you to come in for a second visit, they will not do the entire thing because a lot of times they'll get to this step and then they're like, actually, it's good. And then they don't come back for the second session. So I highly doubt that she is planning to do a second session. I think this is just one of the tattoos that is just line work. No shading. Never look good in my opinion. She has other tattoos as well. Whoa, look at the tattoo on her arm. Notice how you can't tell what it is? She got a tattoo that is just like a wobbly square of something with a lot of shading and detail on the outside that you will not be able to tell what it is. Well, even now, I can't tell what that's supposed to be. Also, there's a naked baby angel on her arm too. That looks hideous. It looks good, but it has no color. I'm someone who thinks that if you have the proper skin tone that allows it, you should get tattoos with color. It just looks better. It is more expensive though, but I have seen some tattoos that are just shaded black and look pretty good. Now there's a difference between black tattoos and like shaded black tattoos. You know that feather from earlier that was just colored in black, but then the rose, that's a pretty decent tattoo without color. Look at the difference between these two tattoos. Flower tattoo with shading. Then you have this flower tattoo with no shading. See the difference? Look how much better it looks. Honestly, this is the best looking tattoo out of all the ones I've seen. It does not look that bad. The biggest problem to me are the leaves. Like it's just kind of shaped kind of odd, and the line work on the leaves on this one are pretty bad. I saved this one for last. This is a cover up. I love seeing cover ups. Look at this. That's really incredible. This is the before and after. Honestly, that's a cool ass tattoo now. It looks like it has a lizard head on top of a wolf body, but bam, boom, baby. You can actually make out the details. The trees are properly artistically interpreted now. The moon is still kind of the worst part, but I don't blame him. That is not something that you can really fix. It looks like there's something coming out from his eyes. It doesn't really make sense on the side because the eyeball's not on the side of the head. I think this is one of those things that you couldn't really fix, but man, look how much better it looks. Yeah, really good salvage. The chain is actually like visible against the fur of the dog. Here, there's like shading on the chain. You can barely distinguish it from wolf. I don't know how they did it. This is a masterclass of tattoo cover-ups. This tattoo artist is really, really good. I have no idea how they managed to pull this off. This guy's probably so much happier now. I know tattoos are expensive. They're a lot to take care of, but when they look cool, they look cool. So if you ever need tattoo advice, I'm here. I have several tattoos, and my opinion, if a tattoo is less than $100, don't get it. Tattoos are the epitome of you get what you pay for. You will be happier not doing it. That concludes our tattoos. Everyone in the YouTube comments, tell me what you think of this series. If you really like it, you want to see more, let me know. And tell me what you think the worst tattoo of all of these were. I think the worst one was that lobster. It's so hideous.